What's happening, YouTube, man? It's your boy Dre, man. We back with the vet, man. So as you know, man, oh, my fault. We ran into some problems with it earlier, trying to figure out how to get this joint running. I couldn't keep it running, and obviously I figured it out. I said it in one of my videos a minute ago, but I didn't even think about it until later on. But what's wrong with the vet right now is why I won't really stay running is because I don't have any O2 sensors in there, and it got open headers. So it's running. The air to fuel ratio is thrown off right now, so it's a little bit off. But whenever I get the exhaust put on there, that's gonna be straight. That's gonna figure out. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna solve all the problems I got going right now. And I got some other little parts I got just gonna put on there to fix that. But for now, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna worry about starting the car and none of that stuff right now, cause you know I gotta get the air fuel ratio fixed or whatever with the O2 sensors, and then. Yeah, I should be straight to crank it after that because I need to get the exhaust finished because I only really got open headers and that's just really messing up everything right now. But what I'm about to do today is my intake. So what I'm doing today is the intake. I'm gonna do a custom intake kind of. So I'm gonna see how this works. I've seen somebody else do it on YouTube, but I'm gonna just try to see how this is gonna work. See how I'm gonna get it to fit in my car. So this the intake I got. It's a dual intake too, off of C5. So let me show you. I got it off eBay too as well. It came with all the clips. It's the intake. It's actually a dual one, like I was telling you. I got these from AutoZone. So these just like some extension pieces I need because you know, right in front of the vest gonna stand out. Got a little 60-degree angle 3-inch. They all 3 inches. I got another couple as well. And I know I'm gonna need one more probably. And these are the filters. I think the filter's not really that big. I'm gonna have two of them, so they really don't gotta be that big. Oh yeah. And these the filters. They red. I wish they would have been black, but that's cool. I guess they're ready to go with the paint, I guess, and the engine, I guess. But it's cool. They red. They not that big, but perfect size. Honestly, to fit on the vet. So I'm about to go ahead and get ready to slap these on there. And yeah, I'm gonna have to actually do some cutting on this as well to make this fit. That's why I got me a saw. You're gonna need a saw as well. I got me a saw. So I can cut probably like from here and here. Because I'm gonna need to cut this up to make it fit inside of here. Because those intakes gonna make this way longer. So I'm probably end up cutting it like right there or something like that. I'm gonna measure everything before I cut it. I'm about to get my measuring tape, start measuring this stuff up. Because I know right here it's gonna probably see these right here, it's gonna stop right there. So I gotta make sure the intakes stop right there on both sides. So I'm gonna do some measuring, some cutting, and get it to replace this piece right here. And that's why I got those extensions, because it's gonna stop right here when I take this duct piece off. I'm gonna connect that right there to connect to the intake. And we're gonna get right into it. So let's see how this turned out. Alright, and to remove this, all you're really gonna need to do is just pop these clips off. And literally just pop off. So I think you just push it up. It's kinda hard to do it with one hand. But it's like literally a clip, like that's right there. So just pop them off. I'm gonna take this off right quick and I'm gonna go ahead and start measuring. And one more thing I forgot to mention as well, you also gotta screw these out. They just really screw there. So just screw these off. I gotta get some pliers to get this one because that's kinda in there tight. And this should come right up. Alright, so I measured it from in there, from that little hatch to this little mark right there. And it came out to be almost 19.5 inches. So I'm gonna use that reference because this gotta be the same thing for this. This gotta be 19.5 inches with the intakes on in order for it to fit. So I'm gonna put these intakes on and see how I can make this fit. As you can see, I have to do some cutting to make this actually fit up in there like how I want it to. So I'm gonna go and do some cutting right quick, put these intakes on, do some more measuring, and then see how much I gotta cut. And then I'm gonna also put these on to see if I got enough space, if I need another one or not, or just a half one, and then we'll see how these work out as well. So right now what I'm about to do is put some tape on this and get the measuring and cutting this up right quick and put it over there to cut it. And then we should get right into it. Alright, so now that I got it cut down to the size I want to, even though it ain't really no perfect cuts, I'm gonna actually take this belt grinder that I got and sand these edges down just to make it a lot smoother. I used some sandpaper, but it didn't really got as smooth as I want to. So a good thing I got this sander. I'm gonna sand it down, I'm gonna grind it down right quick, get it on a smooth surface as much as I can. And yeah, see how it lines up in there and get everything going. Alright, so now that I can show you now, I got it lined up and it's right literally exactly where I need it to be. Perfect. And yeah, so that's a little bit of fabricating I had to do. So now I'm about to get these clamps, put these clamps on there, and I'm gonna try to hook these up right quick and see how far I need to go down in there. So I'm gonna put the camera up over there and connect this all up together and see how it fits. Alright, so I'm almost done. I actually got everything fitting up pretty good. I gotta just sit this right here, because as you can see, that fits in there perfect. It's gonna be a little bit snug or whatever, but I got that to fit in there perfect. It's gonna be kind of a little bit up, so I'm gonna have a little bit like a half an inch on each side probably. But if that, and then I got this, which is gonna go in right there and connect right there. So that's gonna be literally a perfect fit, just like I want it to fit. So now I just gotta go to the store, get another one of these connectors, and I'm gonna have to get a 3.5 inch adapter because this is a 3.5 inch piping and intake. This is a 3 inch. So I'm gonna get a 3.5 inch adapter to go around this to fit in there, and then just one more connector so I can connect this to here, and then we should be done, guys. So I'm gonna go and wrap this video for you guys, and then yeah, we get this another little piece, and then it's gonna be done for today. I won't be able to crank it up today because you know with the O2 sensors and everything else with the car and the exhaust. So that's all I want to do for today is just to get that bolted up, and it actually looks a lot better than that little box I had just sitting in there. So I'm about to go to the AutoZone right quick, get this connector and this adapter, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I went to the store, I got the connectors I needed. This is another connector to go in here, the same one I had earlier. And this one is another bigger connector. It's 4 inches, but I only need 3.5, so we're gonna try this and see if this works. If not, I'm gonna make my own adapter to fit around this piece right here to make it work with the one I got on there now. So I'm probably gonna use this to make an adapter, which I probably should have used the first time. I didn't think about it until afterwards. But I can make my own adapter, which all I gotta do is just cut like a rounded part, and then put it around here to make this end thicker to fit in the thing over there. But if this don't work, then I'll try that idea. But I'm gonna use this first, see how this looks so far, and let's go with it and see how it turned out. Alright, so what I ended up doing, what I knew I was going to do anyways, is just end up cutting me a little spacer piece to go in between there. Well, not a spacer, but an adapter piece to go in between there. I just used this little bit of extra, because they sent me an extra little coupler. So I used this one, I cut a little edge off of it, and I used the roundness to fit inside there, and it actually fit perfect, honestly. So I'm actually going to just bolt this back up, plug this into there, and then bolt this up into the car, and then let's see how all of this fitment look up in there. Alright, so I got the intake finally installed on there, and honestly it look kind of funny right now because it's not like how I want it. But I need one more extension piece, just probably from here to here, because that's why it's sitting up, because it's not long enough to actually have this curved piece go and sit in there. So I'm probably get like a 3 inch maybe, or half that, just to have it cover up this space from here to here, so I can have this drop all the way down. Because where that Corvette is kind of sitting up right there, sitting on those things because it's too short. But other than that, I can see it's going to fit really perfect. The fitment in here is really good. It's not really hitting the sides on there. I got a little bit of space like I told you. So now I got to go to AutoZone one more time just to get this little piece to fit in right there. And then we'll have the dual intake on the Corvette. And honestly, the red intakes don't look so bad, so I'm probably going to leave them on there. So what I'm going to do now is get that extension piece, the last piece I really need to make this fit a lot better, so I can extend this out a little bit more, and then that'll be done for today. So I'm going to go to the store, and I'll catch y'all when I get back. Alright, so now I finally got the smaller one, because the first one I got was 6 inches, so I got a little smaller one, just probably like half of that size, because that's all I really need to make this fit. And I also got another, coupler. Yeah, another coupler. And then, so I'm going to put this on together, and let's see if this actually works. Alright, so now I finally got the intake to sit in there how I want it. I got to bring it down just a little bit, but I'm gonna adjust that probably tomorrow. But this is all you really need is another connector, which got it sitting in there perfectly. Honestly, a little bit of wiggle room on each side, not too much though. But I got it in there perfect. Only thing that's probably gonna stop me is just this little lump right there from the hood closing. But as you can see, it closes. So, but halfway, but almost halfway, well, about 70%, because of this right here, it's hitting that. So what I gotta do is slide this back a little bit, right, like right there. So I gotta make this shorter, so I'm gonna have to cut this again. But I'm gonna probably do that off camera, since I done did a lot of work for today with trying to get the air intake on, which is crazy. I thought it would've been simple, but it was simple. But I had to do a lot of fabricating to get it actually to fit in there. It's gonna be a custom intake, dual intake. But everything actually looks really, really good with the intake. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Tomorrow I'm gonna come back up, do a little bit more touches so I can actually get the hood to close and everything like that. But I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I hope you like that for today's video. Next, I'm gonna be doing some suspension work, I guess, working on the brakes and stuff. I'm gonna leave the engine alone for right now until I get the exhaust finished. So I don't gotta worry about the air to fuel ratio anymore. Cause as you see, I tried to crank it up on the last video, it wasn't starting because I don't have any O2 sensors in there. But for now, I'm gonna leave it like this, and I'm gonna adjust this a little bit more, slide that back so I can have this hood closed. But for now, that's how I'm gonna leave it. It looked really good, I ain't gonna lie. And this is from a C5, actually, a C5 intake. I got off eBay for about like $40. It was pretty cheap. And I got all these connectors to go to it from AutoZone or any parts store you got near you. So that's about it for today's video. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.